Hey, welcome back. So we are just going to consolidate some of the stuff that we've already learned, looking at area, circumference, and perimeter. Just so the recap here, we're looking at area, the area of a rectangle. If I was going to plan, how do I find this? I think about the formula here. So I have the length times the width, and the area would be equal to the length times the width there. Parallelogram. So if I make this into a little triangle here and I cut it off and I insert it over here, okay, that would make that into a rectangle. So the formula is basically the same, except for we change this to base times height, and that would be the height there. And then looking at the area of a triangle, okay, I'm going to make it into a rectangle or a square, and this would be the base times the height, but then it's not a triangle or a rectangle or a square, it's a triangle, so I need to cut it in half. So divide by half. And remember I said that sometimes you'll see it written like this as well. Okay, it means exactly the same thing. You're just going to divide by 2 in the end. All right, area of a circle. And I don't know why I left that out. All right, so you can see this written in one of two ways. You can see it as area equals pi, remember we use 3.14, okay, times the radius, which is half the line across, squared, or you can use the diameter if it gives you the diameter, which is all the way across, and then I wouldn't have to be squaring anything. I would just insert that there. So remember I said about the recipe cards, right? And then you flash through those to remind yourselves of these formulas so that you remember which ones to use when and how to use them. Or you can screenshot this. I'll erase my handy little writing here so it's not so junky looking. And you can just take a screenshot of this and keep it. Or another thing that you could do is just write this up and keep a sheet of all of your formulas all together. All right, other formulas that you should have, okay. What is a polygon? Remember, straight lines, closed shape. Okay, so the perimeter of a polygon, all you do is you add these up, okay. 5, right, it'd be 5 centimeters plus 6 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus 4 centimeters, and then you would find the area of that shape. So that would be 10, 15, 18 centimeters, right? Okay, and that is the perimeter of that shape. For the circle, okay, this is the circumference. So it's not called perimeter anymore, it's called the circumference. And if this was 2 centimeters for the radius, right, because that's half, the radius is half, I would just multiply 3.14 times 2 squared, right? And then I would find it that way. Or if they give you the diameter, which would have been 4, okay, so you can use either of these. And why do I use these squiggly lines instead of just a regular equal sign? Well, because we tend to round to 3.14 because pi goes on forever, right? So we round to 3.14, so it's that's approximately the answer. So instead of using radius there, I could use the diameter. Again, I would add this to a visual. All right, this question is your challenge. So you're going to pause here. You're going to do this question. It uses everything that we've learned so far, including the Pythagorean theorem. So making sure that you know how to do all of that stuff all together. Be ready to share when you come to class.